All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. How are we all doing? I believe you're live. I believe everybody can see me, everybody can hear me. All right. I don't want to know and wait for other people that are not here to come on board. Um, we're just gonna wait for a few minutes and then we're going to head right into it for today. So I know you know that it's another live trading session where we get to look for opportunities in the market together. All right, we look at it and then we look at entry models or entry points. All right, and then we take the trade together. All right, so give me a moment. Let me just get some people here. I want to believe CPI did not injure anybody. I want to believe so. I want to believe so. Sorry about that. Please just give me a moment. All right, so I think let's just give others about 3 minutes to join in, and then we'll kickstart for today. Okay, we'll kickstart for today. I am sure it's going to be an amazing time. All right, and I am sure we're going to see a lot of opportunities today, hopefully, and then we can do a lot from there. I just want to set some things up, and then I believe we'll be good to go. All right, so this should do. Okay, all right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you might be watching this from. All right, and this is Easy FX Academy. All right, and this is like our usual Thursday live where we get to look into the market and look for sweet opportunities that we can capitalize on. All right, to know what the market is doing and then to also follow. All right, and enjoy what the market have in store for us. Okay, I believe you have been having an amazing week. All right, and I'm sure it has been a profitable one too. All right, CPI was yesterday, and then it was a lovely one, I guess, and I believe so for everybody. This is the financial market. All right, whatever we're going to do here will just be my own perspective or what I am seeing. Okay, you're not in any way forced, all right, or you're not in any way compelled to take the trade. All right, I want it to be that, oh, what you are seeing is the same thing I'm seeing, sir, or what you're seeing, oh, I believe it and I trust it, and that's why I'm taking it. All right, so without too much talk, all right, let's just look into the market and see, all right, if there's any opportunity for us to capitalize on. All right, so this is AUD card. All right, and then I think I have this marked out already. Okay, I started from a much higher time frame, and obviously AUD card is bearish. Okay, so what I'm looking for is where to join this bearish move. Okay, so on a much lower time frame, I can easily spot the sweep that has happened here. All right, and then let's go back to 1 hour, and then the 1 hour can show, I can see this breaker block on the 1 hour here. All right, I can see this as my liquidity. All right, this weak high. All right, this is a weak high. Okay, which means that clearly here we have broken structure to the downside too. All right, so what am I expecting? All right, so for AUD card, all right, it's possible that we'll see a buy on AUD card, or a sell, sorry. It's possible that we see a sell on AUD card. All right, from this point, all right, something like this, and then a 1:3 should do. All right, so this is what I'm seeing on AUD card. All right, I can see that we're broken structure to the downside. All right, this weak high, I expect this weak high to be taken, and then price use this breaker block, all right, as our supply, and then we can get our sell from here. All right, so don't forget, if you have any if there's any commodity, all right, that you want us to look into together, all right, please, all right, you can just do that in the chat box. All right, so just call my attention for me to see, and then we can check it out together. All right, so our sell point is 0.90955. All right, 0.90955, and then our stop loss is around 0.91 0.912 210. All right, 0.91210. Okay, this, yeah, let's bring it down to 210. So 0.91210, that's where our stop loss will be. All right, and then you can be cool with a 1:3, or you can extend it. All right, but this is what I'm seeing. All right, and then I want to some extent bank that this is going to play out. All right, so this is AUD card. We're broken structure to the downside. All right, I can see a sweep here. All right, and then I'm seeing this weak high here that I expect price to take out this weak high, come into this the breaker block supply, and then we can get the sell all the way, and then we can take out these lows here. All right, so 1:3 or all the way down. All right, that depends on you. So I'm going to just repeat the figures. The entry is 0.90955. All right, the stop loss is 0.91210, and then the TP is at your own, wherever you feel like it's okay for you, can TP. All right, so this is AUD card. All right, I believe it's simple. All right, and I believe it's well understood by everybody. So this is AUD card. All right, so let's move on and look at other pairs that we can see opportunities lying around and waiting. So this is CHF. AUD CHF. All right, I'm sorry, I tried to work from a higher time frame perspective and then come down to see what the market is really doing. All right, so we have been bearish from this point. All right, as you can see, we broke structure here, and then this is the low we created after doing that. All right, and then coming down, I can see that we came all the way up here. All right, use this as our supply, and then our sell continued. Okay, and as you can see, we have been able to continue that ride. All right, up to this point. All right, market got to this point, and then we saw a market halt. All right, we got the halt from here, and then we see the market giving a pullback. All right, so we're seeing a pullback. All right, for ADCHF. Okay, what am I expecting? All right, let me take it very slow. What am I expecting? Okay, I can see that we got to this point. All right, pulled back, but before we got there, all right, I can see that this low was taken out. Okay, all right, and then yeah, so from a higher time frame, all right, I can see this main low was taken out. Okay, so I'll call here, this was where I the change of character and the change of character. All right, and then we broke structure to the downside. Okay, so my preferred entry, because I can also see a sweep here. All right, the reaction we are getting is off this block. Okay, of the supply. Can you see that? Okay, so I want to see this as a sweep. All right, and then this is the break. I have 2 points of interest. Okay, so if I pull my fib here, you will see clearly. I have this 78.6 region. All right, that aligns with this candle that looks like a this is a drop, a base, and a drop. All right, drop, base, drop. Okay, but I want to be a bit relaxed. All right, I want to see what's really happening. So it's I want to be calm. All right. So I don't want to just enter the trade from this base here because I can see that we have an imbalance here. All right, that price is yet to fill. Okay, so what am I saying? All right, I believe that it's possible price might rally up to this point. All right, before we get a sell. Okay, which means that we might now get. I know you want to use this as our liquidity, but it's possible we might get an inducement around here, around this 78.6. Okay, which means that price might do something like this, come all the way up here, and then we can start seeing this, and boom, then this. All right, that is what I'm seeing. Sorry about that. So that is what I'm seeing that as a possibility. All right, that price might want to use this 78.6 as an inducement point. All right, so we'll trap in some sellers. All right, and then take them out of the market. So I want to be careful. All right, so that is why my preferred entry will be this fair value gap here. All right, so that's where, so around 88.2% of the fib. All right, so around 88.2, that is where my sell entry will be placed at. Okay, so my sell entry will be 0.57643, this ADCHF 0.57643, and then my SL will be around 0.57950, 0.57950, and then you can be cool with a 1:3. All right, or till where you feel like you are good to go. All right, so remember, now it's possible price might want to use this base to sell. All right, but just personally for me, I am quite conservative in the way I trade. All right, so it's possible that I will want to take this base, all right, as an inducement. All right, it has not yet happened. All right, so I'm anticipating that it's going to happen. All right, and if you can remember, all right, the way I see the market is that I try to react. All right, instead of predicting where the market is going, all right, I prefer to follow the direction of the market. So what the market is doing is what I prefer, is what I want to do. All right, where the market is going is where I want to go. All right, so which means that there are things that I will see the market do. All right, those things will now make up my decision. Okay, so I don't just want to be quick to, right, to get to my destination. All right, I want to follow what the market is doing. All right, so it's more like you are following who know road. All right, that kind of thing. So for the market, I want to follow who know road. So that is why I want to wait. All right, if that inducement does not work out exactly at that point, all right, and that market want to sell from there, what needs to happen is I will drop down to a much lower time frame. All right, so when the reaction happens from the 78.6, all right, I will go down to a much lower time frame and then see if there is sweep break and retest. Okay, if I get to see it on 5-15 minutes, then I'll shoot at it. All right, so but based on what we can see on the chart, my most preferred entry will be from the 88.2. All right, so I'm just going to call the figures again. 0.57643. All right, that's the 88.2 region for the sell, and the SL will be around 0.5750, and then TP is when your account says I'm ready to go. All right, so that's that about AUDCHF. All right, so we have looked at AUD card. We're just done with AUDCHF. All right, so let's see if we can see other opportunities from other pairs. All right, this is AUDJPY. Let's move on. I really didn't mark AUDNZ as a buy. It has been buying though. All right, it's a buy. I would have. It's a buy on the daily time frame actually. All right, so this, like where you can set this, my horizontal ray. All right, that's the other block, and then price just stopped, all right, if tighter entry, all right, which then make my stop loss tighter, all right, price didn't get there, but I'm a whole lot calm, so I will wait. All right, you know that song, I will wait, so I will wait. All right, I want to wait for, if I get a pullback, all right, and if that pull, if market comes to my preferred entry, all right, so this trend line has been broken, or a break of structure, if the market comes back around here, all right, I will then take a buy, all right, but nonetheless I will wait, I will wait, all right. That does not just that doesn't mean that I'm going to take it, all right, but like I said, I will wait. Okay, so that's two on AUD. All right, let's see if we have. All right, beautiful. So this is card CHF. All right, so this is card CHF, and I think I already have it marked out, but let me just explain, all right, what you can see, all right, on my screen. So this is card CHF, and then I believe that card CHF is bearish. Okay, as you can see, let me do this. All right, so we had the slow, and then we created this high. Okay, and then we have, so break of structure here, lower low, lower high, break of structure here, lower low, right? So now, all right, it means that I'm looking for a pullback, all right, that will push market back into a supply zone, all right, which means that very basic market structure, high, lower high, it means I want another lower high. All right, so high, low, lower high, lower low, I'm looking for another lower high to sell. Okay, so I just went to a lower time frame, okay, to look for that possible point that price we want to sell from. Okay, and I already have it marked out here. All right, reason being that I can also see from that daily time frame. All right, sorry, I'm taking you guys back and front. Okay, you could easily see this. Okay, so that's already showing that we are quite bearish. Okay, but where will this bearish move start? Okay, I know right now it looks like that started, all right, but I'm a very calm person, all right, when it comes to trading. All right, like I always advise, sometimes not taking a trade is the best trade, because at least your capital is preserved for you to take another trade. So I want to be sure exactly. So I am using this candle here. Let me be very, very, very sure. All right, so we have this sweep. All right, so price took out the Asian range. All right, so I want to be using this candle here. So this will be my much preferred entry. All right, so see Asian range liquidity taking. All right, so that just banked this. So that's the sweep. All right, a break. Okay, so this was my trend line liquidity. All right, so obviously you can see that it did hold. Okay, but you see that after this price, all right, you can see the pullback that happened. All right, so I'm expecting price to come into this region here, and then I can take my sell. Okay, so which means that I'm expecting something like this, bam, sell. All right, is that simple? Is that clear? All right, obviously you can see that we are bearish. All right, we are bearish. As you can see, this is a one leg move. Okay, so which means that this is the major. So you can see that this is the major high right now. Okay, this is 45 minutes. Okay, so you can see all of this play around. We created this and then these are major high. Okay, so as you can see, inducement has already been taken. Okay, even though right now it looks like the inducement has been taken, which is this. Can you see? We have wicked a little above it, which possibly price might just keep selling. All right, but I just want to hold my fingers tight and expect that it comes back. I am sure I have a pending order for this already, so it's something you might want to consider. All right, so where am I selling from? 0.63051. all right, 0.63051, that's where my entry is. All right, for card CHF 0.63051, and my SL is around 0.63250. 0.63250. Sorry, the way I said that 250, I just remembered something, but not to worry. So 0.63250 is where my SL will be. My entry is around 0.63051. And for TP, remember, if you're okay with the 1:3, you can just leave it there. All right, 1:3. This is 1:4.39. All right, even though I'm expecting to take out this low, which will be around 1:5.58. All right, but like I said, 1:3 is very okay for you. Please, all right, do justice by closing out, all right, or by setting your TP around that price region. All right, but this is just me. All right, 1:3 I can break even. All right, so you might just want to pick whichever one works for you, break even, or you close at 1:3. All right, even 1:2, whatever works for you. All right, so if I have about 2 or 3 positions open on this particular trade, I can close 3 and leave 1 to run. You get the concept. So things like that. Mr. Dean, I'm sorry, but the major thing we look out, all right, when we come to lights like this is the financial market, is forex. Okay, but we have a different channel, all right, that we drop trade ideas on both forex and synthetic indices. All right, I'm sorry I might not be able to cover synthetic on this call. All right, I'm sorry about that. Okay, we might consider it later on, but based on what has been given to me to handle, it's to major on forex. All right, when we come to life like this, all right, please accept my apology. So that is it about card CHF. All right, so I'm waiting for price to push back. Okay, and then we can then get our sell from card CHF. I believe it's simple, and then it's well understood by everybody. So let's look out for something else. All right, if there is another opportunity for us to capitalize on. Okay, CHF JPY not looking so clear. This euro card, I've been on this trade for, if you guys can remember, I think I also gave this on a live. Okay, and then we can see that price entered there, and then we got another entry here, we got another entry here. Even though this one, I think spread did not allow this to peak, or I think my entry point was very tight. Yes, spread didn't allow this to peak. I'm very sure of that didn't peak. All right, so this was the trade. All right, from here. Okay, and then you can see that price has been reacting from there, and I am a very stubborn trader to some, at least somehow I feel like I'm stubborn. I'm trying to be, because I have not left this trade up to date, because I have chosen that it's either it hits my SL or it hits my TP. So whichever one the market decides to give to me, I am taking it. All right, so that is it about this particular trade, okay, that I have running on my account. Okay, I think I risked quite little. It's already about 50 something dollars. All right, I think I can see it here, 51 point something. So is there another entry? Not yet, not yet. I can't see any. This would have been one. All right, the sweep, the break, this would have been one. I doubt if price will rally down here. All right, I doubt. Okay, this was one. 1:3, this was one. Picked here, and then boom. Okay, this was just a test run about something. All right, but let's just see if we can see another opportunity yet. None for now. None for now. Like I said, I doubt this to play out. All right, or I might decide to close out if I see that the trend has changed. Okay, but I am confident that the trend has not yet changed. If it has, I will close out. All right, I'm not that stubborn. All right, so this is EURCHF. So EURCHF, is there something here? Since I have that place marked out. All right. Okay. Permit me to use this block instead. I have seen something like this play out again and again in the market, where the points, because I can still see a supply zone that is above this one here. So it is very likely, sorry, it's very likely on Euro CHF our sell will be coming from here. Very likely. Alright. So some of these things are the reasons why if I have a trade open and then I'm seeing that for that same currency I'm seeing another pair that wants to share do like what I don't know. Okay, but I'm coming, let me check something. Yeah, it's possible this happen. So what am I saying, guys? It's possible for Euro CHF we might get our sell from here. Okay, price might want to take out this. Alright, price might want to take out this, sorry. Okay, and then push all the way up here, and then we can get the sell off. Alright, so for Euro CHF, because this supply order block here was not mitigated at all. Alright, so that order block has not yet been mitigated. So it's possible that price might want to push all the way up here. Alright, or market might want to push all the way up here before we get the sell off from Euro CHF. So it means that my stop loss will be a bit wider. Alright, will be a bit wider. So somewhere around here. I'm sorry about that, guys, but it is what it is. And then this should be okay. This is 1:3. Alright, so if you're going to take this trade, okay, your entry will be around 0.94483, 0.94483, and then your SL will be around 0.94742, 0.94742. Alright, 0.94742. Okay, I'm sorry the stop loss looks wider. Alright, but it's for our own preservation or safety measures. Alright, so it's for the good of everybody on the call. Okay, so if you're going to take this trade on EURCHF, alright, you might want to wait until these highs are taken out. Alright, and then we use this supply for the sell. Okay, I didn't see that initially, but thank God for the call. I'm seeing it now. Okay, so we might want to bank on this. Alright, but like I said, if it match, alright, or if it fits into how you trade, alright, then that is already, this is more or less an added confirmation to that. Okay, and then if you just want to take the trade, okay, don't risk everything. Alright, risk what you are willing to lose. Okay, and at the same time, take profits, because I'm quite sure that it's going to play out if it gets there. So that is EURCHF, but not financial advice though. I'm sure does not mean that it will, alright, or it has to, or it definitely have to. Okay, but this is the market, alright, and then you don't want to push all your eggs into one basket. We have about 3 other trades ideas, or 3 other possible setups that we are looking at already. So don't feel like, oh, this is looking so sweet, alright, or because I said it's looking so sweet, then you want to put everything into this trade. Alright, so probably if you have a daily risk, alright, appetite, so maybe for each day you risk about $50 for each day. Okay, so you might want to split it across 2 or 3 trades. Alright, so you don't want to be trading a lot of pairs at the same time, so you might want to split it across 2 or 3 trades. Okay, so is it I'm risking about 17 or 20, 15, alright, depends on how you want to risk it. Okay, so something like that. So you might want to just pick 2, 25, alright, and then allow it to run. Okay, so that is that for Euro CHF. This is Euro GBP. I haven't seen another entry here, but I think I closed out on this trade quite early, because this was where I entered from, around here. This was just a 1:3, but you know, Euro GBP, it is a very slow guy. It takes its time. Okay, but this is a long-term trade. All right. Well, I would have been on this one, but I think I was still talking. I was speaking with someone when this played out. As you can see, all right. This was boom, 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 NFP. All right, so this was NFP, boom, boom, all right, and then boom. So, but is there any other opportunity yet? Well, for me, I have not seen any yet. All right, for me, I'm not seeing any because I think that the one that we would have want to use has already been used. Assuming this has not yet been used, we would have put it all the way down here. Okay, but right now I don't think there's anything I want to use for your GBP, so I want to stick to what we have. All right, so we have done about four. All right, already. Like we have about four trades we are looking at. Euro CHF, yes, for a sell. I think majority of them has been for a sell. Card CHF, a buy to sell. AUD card, buy to sell. AUD CHF, buy to sell. Alright, so we might just look at one or two other pairs, alright, before we call it a day. Alright, so we might just look at one or two other pairs. Okay, I hope I'm not boring you guys. I'm trying to look for something that at least we should get an entry real soon. Alright, but awesome, today is Thursday, so definitely the market will be more volatile today and tomorrow. Alright, so most of these trades are going to peak between today and tomorrow. Alright, so this is GBP CHF. Though my entry point is looking very far, but it's one of the things I do. I'm sorry, but it's just one of the things I do. Okay. GPCHF. Alright, I'm using the breaker block here. Let me see. On 45 minutes. Alright, I'm using the breaker block there. I'm counting this to be my liquidity. That price is going to push all the way up here. Alright, tap and then boom, sell. Okay, so which means that for GPCHF, I am quite sure it's going to sell. Right, and if you notice, most of the CHF pairs we have looked at, we are looking for a possible point of a possible sell entry, like AUD CHF, card CHF. I don't know, probably EU CHF. I'm not sure we're clear on that. Let me be sure, please. Yes. Now, same thing for GPCHF. All right. So if I am seeing majority of conferences like this, all right, it's possible we get a stronger Swiss franc, all right, but at the same time not all of the pairs are going to peak. Okay, not all of them are going to peak. All right, so which means that it's possible that the ones that might get picked might be the ones that you will take, and the ones that might get picked might be the ones you did not take. All right, so you just want to know how to meddle around it because we have about three different CHF pairs that we are looking at. It's a good thing that we are looking for sell. All right, AUD card and then Euro CHF. We are looking for sell. All right, so I think that is a good one. Okay, but at the same time, there are some that might not peak as soon as in a very short time. All right, like this one, we might have a long ride all the way up. All right, to get that done. Okay, but you want to know what you're doing. All right, you want to trade wisely. Okay, so for me, for GBP CHF, I will be looking for sell. Okay, and then my sell will run. This is about 1:8.85. Okay, I will stick with it now, which means that I am hoping that this will be my inducement. Okay, I want to believe. I want to. So let me leave it for us. Okay, we have two POIs here. Whichever one that you get your confirmation entry, all right, you can then take that one. Okay, so we've got the break of structure here. So this is the break of structure. Okay, we got this inducement. All right, price came all the way up here, didn't tap the OB. All right, and then reversed. All right, and then see price coming back. So it's either here or this. All right, so we have 2 point of entry for GBP CHF. Good thing there for a sell. All right, so it's either here or here. All right, for GBP CHF. So our first trade all right, the entry is around 1.11796. 1.11796, that's the entry for the first one. While for the second one, our entry is 1.11994. All right, I'm going to come again. For the first trade, the entry is around 1.11796. All right, and for the second trade, the entry is around 1.11994. All right, and then our SL, all right, we're going to use the same stop loss for both of them. Our SL is 1.2172. 1.2172. All right, so for the first trade, all right, this is where we'll get our 1:3. Okay, around 1.10671. 1.10671. But for the second entry, I am banking on a 1:8 trade. Okay, so which means that you might have two positions open. All right, this and then this. So this is wider. Sorry about that. Okay, but that's what I'm seeing. All right, and that's what I'm playing with as of right now. Okay, so 1.11794 first entry. The second entry 1.11994. While the SL the same 1.12172. 1.12172. All right, so we'll spend over 35 minutes on this call. All right, so I'm just going to look for one other trade opportunities if we see, all right, to add to the 4 or 5 we are already working with. Let's leave that. Let's look for something else. I'm coming, please. I just want to see if we can get one more opportunity, and then we can call it an evening or a day. All right. These let's not do CHF again. Let's look for something else. All right. Okay. Let's look at either G or EU. So this is daily EU daily. All right. So for EU, I think um, we are reacting inside the zone. All right, for EU. All right, the zone, I got the zone from a daily time frame. All right, from the daily time frame. If I let me zoom out so you can see. All right, so this is the block. All right, from the daily time frame. Okay, this whole other block. Okay, as you can see here, we have the break of structure here. All right, to the upside. Okay, and then prices has tapped into that zone. Okay, but have I taken my buy yet? No. All right, what am I waiting for? Even though I'm looking for an avenue to slim fit, all right, or to reduce that OB because I got it from a much higher time frame. Okay, so I want to stick with this. All right, so this is it. Now I will still expect price on EOCHF, sorry, to come down lower. All right, I will still expect price to still sell. All right, maybe not from here, but I'm expecting price to sell. All right, so I'll be looking for a sell. All right, and then I will be expecting that sell to come like this, so that I can then see the same pattern. You get the point. All right, so I'll be expecting this to sell. All right, I'm not saying it's going to, all right, but it's an expectation. All right, that is just going to confirm this other block for me. All right, because this tap here, price has not given me something very clear to work with. All right, because if I'm looking for a trend line break of structure, we have not gotten any yet. All right, we have not clearly gotten any. Okay, so if that's going to happen, maybe to be around, so it will be something like this. Okay, and then break of the trend line. All right, and then we'll come for a retest, and then we'll go. There is no particular reason of concentrating on the CHF side. It was because I think that was a major pair. All right, major. The entries we got, all right, were majorly from CHF pairs. All right, so it was not that I had a plan to come and then focus on CHF, not at all. All right, but where at least when we're checking through the market, all right, like I said, prior to now, I didn't look at any pair. Okay, so it was when we are just going through the different pairs I have saved on this particular chart, all right, or on this particular trading view. Okay, so that's why you can see it was CHF that looks like it's possible something's going to happen from those pairs. All right, so it was not a planned work. All right, I maybe it's coincidental, but I don't know, or it's a good thing that at least we have multiple options. All right, for CHF. Okay, so that is why I decided to look for another pair. All right, that's why we're treating EU. All right, EU USD. So I believe I answered that, and that answers your question. So for Euro CHF, I'm expecting that price will sell back down. Now, notice I didn't give us the sell, all right, because okay, I am not in favor of the sell. All right, I am in favor of the buy more. Okay, to the sell. All right, and that is why I am looking at this supply will reject price. All right, and then I can now get a break of structure. All right, and then break of this trend line. All right, I can get a clear break of structure, break of trend line, and then a retest of the other block that gave rise. All right, and then that's why I expect the other block to come from inside this demand zone. You get the point now. So that is what I will be expecting on Euro CHF. So you might want to keep your eye on both. All right, either the sell or the buy, whichever one works for you. All right, I'm in favor of the buy. You might be in favor of the sell. All right, but anyone that works for you, I am sure is a perfect one for you. All right, so this is exactly so something like this. So this is ADCHF. All right, so if I see a retest from this point, all right, from this fair value gap, I will want to buy. All right, so that's what I'm looking for, that break of structure. All right, you can see bearish. All right, you can see the way price consolidated into our demand order block. All right, so this was the last high. All right, and that high has been taken out. Okay, all this was it. Sorry. So this was the last high and price has taken it out. You can see the way price entered our demand. Okay, so it's with the way it entered, it's quite good. All right, so I have gotten the break of structure. All right, which is this high has been taken out. I have also seen the break of trend line. This trend line has already been broken above. What am I waiting for? A retest. All right, so which means that possibly price use that this fair value gap to retest, and then I can have my buy. All right, so I'm even trying to look for something. Yes, so this is my entry point for AUD USD. So for AU, this will be my entry point. Okay, and then my SL will be that low. So something like this. All right. So something like this will be my take for AUD USD. All right. So I think I can give the figures for this one. AUD USD, we're looking for buy. All right. Our entry is around 0.66461. 0.66461. All right. And our SL is 0.66171. 0.66171. All right, so your TP, all right, it is yours. So whatever figure you want to put, it is nice. All right, Mr. D, no problem about that. Well, I think on this channel, all right, we have a whole lot of resources that you can work with. All right, beginners resources. Okay, so you want to just go back to the channel. All right, for this particular channel, EasyFX Academy, you want to go back, all right, and look at just give time to learn. All right, watch a lot of videos. Okay, learn and learn and learn. All right, watch videos. Okay, you can also see we have a free Telegram channel where you can also get to learn. Okay, but I'm very sure that you'll find resources, all right, on this channel. Okay, so you want to just give yourself to learning, 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 and in no time you will be a master of the market. Well, perfect time frame for daily trading. All right. Well, that always depends on the trader. Okay, that depends on the trader. I can decide to majority of the times I want to do top down analysis. I want to see what's happening on the higher time frame. Okay, so if I'm looking at 30 minutes as my higher time frame, okay, which means that I want to take my trade on a 5 minutes time frame. Okay, because it means that for you to be a day trader, you're not leaving your trade or for a week or for more than one day. So even that I want to open my trade today and close today, all right, and I'm looking for opportunities every day. Okay, so you're an intraday trader or possibly a scalper. Okay, scalpers, you want to focus on much lower time frames. All right, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, you want to check at that. You want to look at that. All right, but the day trader, okay, for that day you want to have something and then deal with it. Okay, you want to look at taking your entry from 15 5 minutes. Okay, and then which means that you remember you want to open that trade that day, close that day. Okay, so 5 minutes, 15 minutes, all right, it's okay for you to trade. Okay, but I always use two time frames higher, all right, as my higher time frame, and two time frame lower as my entry time frame. So which means that if 30 minutes is my higher time frame, all right, I'm entering for about from 5 minutes time frame. And if it's 1 hour, okay, I'm entering from 15 30 minutes. You get the scope now. So for you as an intraday trader, you want to look at the 1 hour, all right. Let maybe the 1 hour should be your higher time frame, and then you want to double down on what is happening on 15 minutes. Okay, so when 15 minutes align with 1 hour, then you shoot. Okay, so there is no perfect, all right, but you can just pick how it works for you, all right, because there are times I can spot a trade on the daily time frame and then take my entry on the 5 minutes. All right, my SL will be a 5 minutes SL, will be based on the 5 minutes, but my TP can be based on the daily outlook. You get the point now. So stuffs like that. So I think I've answered that. If trading daily, what's the best time frame to know the trend? Okay, 1 hour, 2 hours is also a high time frame. All right. So if I'm taking my trade from 15 minutes, okay, I want to look at the 1 hour or the 2 hours time frame. Okay, but if you're using all of that, okay, I would also advise that you want to also don't trade when the news is about to come out. All right, so be careful. All right, but it works. Okay, there are times that I just use the 45 minutes purely, like I analyze on the 45 minutes and then I trade on the 45 minutes. You get, there are times I do that. All right, I think majority of my trades for August, or it was based on 45 minutes. Okay, my analysis was on 45 minutes. My trade was on 45 minutes. It was few times I went to 30 minutes. All right, so it depends on you. An idea of the best prop firm that's good for trading. Well, there are a whole lot of prop firms in the market nowadays, so I will advise that whichever one you want to use, all right, go to the platform, all right, read about it. Okay, go on YouTube, all right, research about it, all right, because there are some prop firms that start paying, all right, at the start, and then you can't bank on it. You don't know when something is going to happen with that particular prop firm, so you don't want to be caught in that kind of entanglement. All right, so just try as much as possible to research about any prop firm you are looking at taking. All right, and then read the rules. All right, I think there's FAQ session. All right, check it out. All right, on YouTube, check it out. All right, get to hear what people are saying. All right, so because you have a lot of prop firms, so you have the opportunity to compare. All right, and then you have a lot to pick from. Okay, so just look at it and then see which one that the rules best fits your trading style. All right, that should then do it for you. All right, I believe Mr. Nathaniel have been able to answer your question. All right, so thank you so much everybody for staying tuned up to this time. All right, I want to believe that I was able to add something to your journey. your trading journey, and then your trade idea, all right, for today and probably for tomorrow. Okay, so until I come your way, all right, whenever, all right, please do well to like, all right, subscribe, okay, and then stay tuned, all right, because we have you in mind, okay. And then, like I said, trading is can be simple, all right, or it's simple, yeah, can be simple, all right, if you want to give, if you give yourself to learning. Okay, so I want to advise you guys, all right, learn, all right, and don't stop learning. Okay, so I want to wish everyone a profitable week, all right, and God bless you. Thank you so much, and bye bye.